Now, okay, now the topic is what two things a person can do to have more perseverance. This is the topic.
Yes.
Now, I pause to think, what am I going to write? Two things a person can do to have more perseverance. If I put this thing, two things a person can do to have more perseverance, I'm not owning up the essay. Do you understand?
Okay. Yes.
So I will not just put two. If I put two things a person can do to have more perseverance, nobody will fault it.
Yeah.
Do you understand? But I
Yes.
feel I am not taking ownership of it because an informative essay is that you are trying to explain a concept. So I now decide to think two things you can do because I'm trying to inform.
Yes.
Informative essay, you're trying to inform, especially if it is for someone the person who is reading it. If the person doesn't have information on how to have more perseverance. So two things you can do to have more perseverance. Anybody saying this, we know, okay, fine, this is directly to me. So it will,
Okay.
first of all, catch the person's attention. Now,
Attention.
yes, catch the person's attention. Now look at it. Have more perseverance. The key word here is perseverance. Now, if you must write informative verses, you have to remove your own emotions, especially if you are not an authority. I mean, you are not an opinion leader on that topic. I don't know
Okay.
if you understand what I mean by opinion leader. When we're talking about perseverance, I am not an expert. So I can't talk on perseverance. So I'm going to look for expert opinion to talk on perseverance. Do you understand
Okay.
what I mean by now? So what
Yes.
the first thing I did was, what exactly is perseverance? So I go online and check what perseverance is. Perseverance, meaning of perseverance. Hold on. Now I went to check for meaning of perseverance. Webster said, continue effort to do or achieve something despite difficulty, failure, or opposition. This is an expert opinion. Do you understand?
Okay.
But I did not use this. Why I did not use it that the sample we're given in
Um,
the course. Did you get that?
there's a problem. Your screen.
My
Is
screen.
it
Okay, you can see my screen.
showing? Yes. Okay. Now I can see. Can.
Okay, now the first definition of perseverance I have here is continued effort to do or achieve something despite difficulty, failure,
Failure
or
or opposition.
opposition.
All right.
But I refuse to use this because the sample we have used this definition. Can you remember?
Because what?
They gave us a sample for this assignment,
Okay. Okay.
and the sample uses
Is it
this.
about the
Okay,
.com or .org
no,
or
no worry.
something like that?
Let's look at the sample. This is the sample they gave to us. Can you see my
Okay.
cursor? Can you see my cursor
Yes. Sure. Yes.
on sample informative essay?
Yes.
Okay, now let's look at the sample they gave us. Sorry, I just have to take time to review this. Just hold on. Let's get to see what the sample has. Just a minute. Are you seeing the sample?
Yes, persevering through. Okay.
Yes. So in the Merriam-Webster.com dictionary, it defines perseverance as continued effort to do or achieve something despite difficulties, failure, or opposition. Exactly what is here.
Okay.
Now, I did not use this definition because if I use the definition, it's as if I am trying to copy the sample.
All right. All right.
So that is why I dropped this very one. I'm not looking at not search. Which other definition can I do? This is another definition. If you look at it, this definition is different from the other one. But I
Okay.
still did not like it. You can use this. You can use this. But the dictionary Cambridge, the Cambridge dictionary, I don't think I like it. Vocabulary.com, I don't think I like it. Collins dictionary, no, not for me. Until I came to the Britannica. Do you understand that? No,
Oh,
yeah, I chose the Britannica dictionary. I kind of like it, what they say there. So this was where I got my first line of that essay from, which is the hook of the essay.
Okay.
Since it's a informative essay, I want the reader to be very, very interested. So if I'm
Okay.
citing an authority like the Britannica dictionary, it will actually make the reader to be. Now, look at what I did. Perseverance is defined by the Britannica dictionary as, and I come back to this, the quality that allows someone to continue trying to do something, even though it is difficult.
Okay.
That's my first line. You understand?
Okay.
Now, if I did not put the Britannica dictionary and I put perseverance is defined as the quality to allow someone to continue trying to do something, even though it is difficult, it is still correct. But the grader will be angry with me because I have just committed a crime, which is called plagiarism.
Okay.
So the fact that I put the Britannica dictionary remove the crime of plagiarism means I got it from here. I'm telling the grader or the examiner that I got it from this place. And that is what the examiner wants to hear. Where did you get this line of information from? Did you understand?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Now, after getting this first line from an authority, I have to go to the next line. My next line said to achieve any remarkable success, whether personal, professional, or academic, you must be able to persevere through difficult times in order to overcome any obstacle that you might encounter in pursuing your goal. This is my own idea.
Okay.
Now, how did I manage to get this idea on this perseverance? First of all, I knew that perseverance say continue trying to do something, even though it is difficult. Now, if you have a goal, I say remarkable success. Remarkable success means if you're trying to do something, whether it's your personal, professional, or academic, You must be able to persevere, as the definition says, through difficult time to overcome any obstacle that you might. I don't know if you understand what I mean.
Yes.
Now, from what I highlighted, that is the hook.
Okay.
This is the hook of the essay. Now, after the hook, where is my thesis statement? The thesis statement must go back to the topic.
Okay.
I don't know if you understand what I'm saying right now.
Yes.
The thesis statement must go back to the highlighted red is the hook. Now, the thesis
Okay.
statement must go back to two things you can do to be more perseverance. What are those two things? And I went to the thesis statement to have more perseverance. You must always remember the purpose behind your goal. Hold on. I want to check something.
All right.
Can you see what we have in yellow?
Yes.
Remember the purpose
Behind
behind your goal. That is one thing you must do to have more perseverance. Did you get that?
Yes.
Now, number two things you must do is be able to deal with disappointment. Able to deal with disappointment, this time in blue.
Okay.
These are the two things I recommend you do to have more perseverance. Do you understand it to this point?
Yes.
Now, where did I get these 2 points from? Since I'm not an expert in this topic, where did I get the purpose behind your goal and being able to deal with any disappointment that might arise in your quest to achieving the goal? So I got this information from the course material. I don't know if you can remember where it was mentioned in the course. I'm trying to go back there. Now, I'm trying to go back there because the thing is this: if you must write informative essay, you must do a little research because you are not an expert in the topic. So don't even try to write it on your own. If you write it on your own, you probably may not get the right point. So I went back to the material we were given on perseverance. I don't know if you remember this lesson 6 on perseverance. Let me open here and get this information. Yes. I just want to, for emphasis sake, since we are reviewing it, for emphasis sake, let me go back to where I get those 2 points. Just hold on, still trying to open. Now, perseverance here, we say, here is a list of principles of perseverance. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay, number 1, have a purpose. Number 2, deal with disappointment.
All right.
Yeah, so the 2 points, number 1 is have a purpose. Number 2, deal with disappointment. You have step into the unknown. You have work with limited resources, but I choose 1 and 3, which is have a purpose and deal with disappointment. Now, I will not just deal with disappointment here. I have to put it in the sentence. To have more perseverance, you must always remember the purpose behind your goal. See, I'm echoing the first one. See, I've echoed the first point. And be able to deal with any disappointment. I've echoed the third one. Now, I'll continue the sentence, which might arise in your quest for achieving your goal. I'm using your quest because I said you. in the topic.
Okay.
If I have used mine here, here will have been my quest to achieving the goal.
Purpose.
Do you understand to this point?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Now I have 2 points. First 2 points to have more perseverance in the thesis statement. This is the thesis statement right now. To have more perseverance, you must always remember the purpose behind your goal and be able to deal with any disappointment that might arise in achieving your goal. Now I'm feeling with paragraph 1. Do you have any question in paragraph 1?
No, I don't know.
But it's a bit clearer now.
Yes, it's a bit clearer.
Now, my paragraph 2, which is the first paragraph in the body of the essay, must take the first point I have here. Remember the purpose behind your goal.
Okay.
That will go to the next paragraph. Then, able to deal with any disappointment will go to the next paragraph. Now, when you come to this next paragraph, the first sentence in this paragraph, which is called the topic statement,
Okay.
must reflect this first point. All right, can you see now? Can you see now?
Yes, I can.
Okay, now look at my first paragraph in the body of the essay. Said, first and foremost,
Okay.
remembering the purpose behind your goal. Are you seeing this line?
Yes.
It's also coming from here.
Okay, remembering the purpose behind the goal. Okay.
So this very first purpose will make up my first line. The first sentence I will have in this paragraph must reflect the first point I made in the thesis statement.
Okay.
Now look at it. First of all, remembering the purpose behind your goal. I'm going back to the thesis statement. It's a major driving force to have more perseverance. This is my word. Do you understand now?
Yes.
Okay. Now, after I have made this topic statement, which is the
Okay.
first line in the paragraph from the thesis statement. Do you understand what a thesis statement is?
Yes.
Okay. That's a statement that's going to guide the whole of the essay. Since I have 2 points here, it means the body of the essay is going to have 2 paragraphs. Now, the first one said, first and foremost, remember the purpose behind your goal is a major driving force to having more perseverance. After I have made this statement, the next thing is this: since it's an informative essay, I have to go and get information
Okay.
to back up what I have said. And this information must be an expert opinion.
All right.
So the person I'm going to get the next sentence I'm going to make must come from an expert opinion. So what I'm going to do is I'll look for the keyword here. The keyword here is purpose.
Yeah.
On the paragraph.
Okay.
The statement I made, first and foremost, remembering the purpose behind your goal is a major driving force. So having more perseverance.
All right.
Now I'm going to look for the keyword. The keyword here, we have a purpose here. Right?
Yes, purpose.
We have goal here, right?
Okay. Yes.
And we have perseverance here. In this whole sentence, these are the major words that form the foundation of the sentence. Is that not true?
Yes.
Remembering cannot be any big thing. Behind is nothing. Driving force, well, somehow. So goal, purpose, and perseverance. I'm going to look for where an expert talk about goal, purpose, goal, and perseverance, how they can work together. So I'll go back online to check using my keyword goal, purpose, and perseverance. So
Alright.
I'll come over here. Just hold on, let it. I'll come over here and I'll put goal plus purpose plus perseverance. Goal, purpose plus perseverance. Now I saw one. A clear sense of purpose can drive individual to persist in the face of challenges and difficulty. So this is a nice one, right?
Yes.
It is nice. Honestly, it is nice. But in informative essay, the question is that who said it? Where was it? Where did the person say it? And when? Any reference you must use must answer the three questions. Number one, who said it?
Yeah.
Where was it said? And when? So I'm going to open this to see who actually said it. And I'm opening, please. So before you pick anything to use, before you pick any word to use in your essay, you must understand who said it. Now look at it. Look at the person that said it. Are you seeing it?
No, it's still downloading.
Okay. Can you see this?
Yes.
It is correct, but I cannot use it in this essay. Look at who said it. Do you see it now?
Yes.
Because of the person that said it, I can't really use it. Because this probably is not even an authority. It's a content writer and a freelancer. It's not an expert in the field of psychology or in the field of academics. So as good as this point, I cannot use it in an informative essay. I don't know if you understand what I mean.
Yes.
And secondly, this is Quora. This website is called Quora. This is just like a social media.
Oh. Yeah.
Quora is just like a social media, so I can't even use it. So as good as the point, it doesn't qualify the ICE referencing method. I'll leave it. Okay. So as I said, I have to go look for a more qualified author. Now look at this, Medium. This also, I have to read through all this. But this is talking about perseverance. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Now I'm seeing perseverance here, but I'm not seeing goal. I'm not seeing purpose. So there's no point looking at this. Perseverance, goal, but it doesn't have a purpose. Perseverance, goal, no purpose, no point. And if this is even linking, so it's not really, I'm not going to reference it. Now look at this. Purpose, perseverance.
Yes, sir.
I see that my two keywords appeared here. Do you understand?
Yes.
So I now open this. When I open this point, because I saw my two keywords. Oh, okay, yeah. I saw two of my keywords. And when I got here, I have to read this article. Purpose.
Yes.
Okay, fine. So when I'm reading this article, I come to a point I say, this is my view of it anyway. Look at something. The dynamic relationship between a sense of purpose and the virtue of perseverance is what we seem to meaningfully underpin enduring through challenges and successful pursuit of aspiration. What I'm saying here, is it not sounding like what I'm writing about?
It sounds like.
Now, I've got the next paragraph. At its core, purpose provides us with the spark that gets us going and keep us on the path to a desired long-term outcome. When we have a clear sense of purpose, we understand our why for undertaking any endeavor. Clarity of vision acts as a potent inspiration, compelling us forward continually on our God-given path. This thing is sounding like perseverance. Is that not true?
Yes, it is.
Now I look at it and they're fine. This is it will fit into my essay. You understand?
Yes.
But the question is that who said it? And I came here to say Deacon Brad Watkins. Now, who is this person? Is he qualified to say it? Is he a psychology? Is he academics? You understand now? So I have to check who exactly is this person. Do you see what I did now? I highlighted the name.
Yes.
I copied this name and go back and check who exactly this person was. Now, when I did this was what came out. Deacon Waxing is an ordained prominent deacon of the Roman Catholic of Raleigh. So, okay, fine. I tried to look, who is this person? Who is this person? So what I'll do is I have to read through who the person is. Because I want to make sure that the person is qualified to make this statement. Let it not be that the person actually copied it from somewhere, or he probably just says something. When I look at it, this is Deacon Brad Wassey. He is the academic headmaster of St. Thomas More Academy. Did you understand something?
Yes.
So it means, since he's an academician, he's qualified to make this statement.
Okay.
Of course.
Yes.
To me, he's qualified. So look at what I did. Look at what I did. In his January 2024 article, let's look at it. This article was published January 2024. You see where my cursor is?
Yes, I can see.
Now look at my next line. In his January 2024 article titled The Purpose Perseverance Cycle. Look at what I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm going back. The Purpose Perseverance Cycle. That's the topic the person was writing about. And it was written January 2024. You see how I'm developing my essay right now? The Purpose Perseverance Cycle from the Where was it said? I go to the website and I check the website. This is the website. The website said the perseveranceproject.com. Are you seeing the website?
Yes, I can see.
This is the website. So in his January 2024 article titled The Purpose Perseverance Cycle from the perseveranceproject.com, Deacon Brad Watkins, which is the name. Who is this person? The academic
The
headmaster
headmaster
of
of St.
St. Thomas Academy. Now, what did he say? I'm coming, I will come to this. This was just, when I was reading his work, I saw something, that's why I added this. Ordinarily, I was not supposed to add this. You see what I highlighted?
Yes.
Re-echoed the Summa Theologica of St. Thomas Aquinas of 1920. I wasn't supposed to say it. Because this is what it said, dynamic relationship between a sense of purpose and the virtue of perseverance. Let's go back to his work and see what happened there.
Where did you get the re-echoed?
Fine.
The
dynamic, that's what I'm saying. Look at this. The dynamic relationship between the sense of purpose and the virtue of perseverance. He now put in brackets. Are you seeing this Aquinas?
Yes.
It means he's telling me that he's not the one that said it, it is Aquinas that said it.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
So if I attributed this line to him, it means I have wrongly referenced him.
Okay.
Do you understand? So I'm going to look for Aquinas.
Yes.
I have to look for Aquinas Q137 to see who exactly is this person. Because what I said, the dynamic, let's look at what we are putting here. The dynamic relationship between the sense of purpose and the virtue of perseverance. I saw it from the article of Brad Watkins, but he said he was not the one that, but he said he was not the one that said that. You understand?
Yes, I do.
So now I looked at this and look at Aquinas. I opened, there is a link here. If there was no link, I will go and look for Aquinas Q137 online. If I can't get it, I'm not going to use this line.
Okay.
If I can't get Aquinas Q137, I should not use this line. Because if I attributed this comment to Brad Watkins, I am wrongly referencing him. Did you understand?
Yes, I do.
Okay, now, when I highlight, because there's a link here, I highlighted it, and I find out that this is the Summa Theologica of St. Thomas Aquinas, which was shown here. This is where he got this information from. Now I'm trying to look for it. Who said it? Upon searching for it, when I scroll, I found out this. Can you see what I highlighted?
I don't know. Yes, I can see.
The Summa Theologica of St. Thomas Aquinas. It was revised in 1920. So that is where I get this line that Deacon Brad Watkins put it in his article, but he was not the one that said. That's why I say he re-echoed.
Yeah.
The Summa Theologica of St. Thomas Aquinas of 1920, when he identified the dynamic relationship between a sense of purpose and the virtue of perseverance. Okay. This is what Aquinas said. Do you see how I developed this point?
I didn't see the sense of purpose. I only saw the virtue of perseverance.
Okay, fine. Let me go back again. Sense of purpose. Okay, let's go back to it. Let's see what the article said. So the dynamic relationship between sense of purpose and the virtue of perseverance. So as it's appearing in my essay this way, Nobody is going to accuse me of plagiarism because it is clearly referenced that I'm not the one saying, but it's an expert that is saying it. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay, fine. I'm going to add to it. Let's go back to the reference material. We say, it's what seemed to meaningfully underpin. Look at my essay. As what seemed. Look at it, look at something, look at something. I did not say, look at what I say, as what seemed. Because
Okay.
I'm going back to Brad Watkins' opinion. As what seemed to meaningfully underpin enduring truth challenges and the successful pursuit of aspiration, which is from our source material here.
Yes.
See how I got to this point?
Yes.
Now, the next point is that I like the next paragraph. At its core, purpose provides us with the spark that gets us going to keep on. So now that I like this part, how am I going to put it in my essay in order that the essay will not be broken apart? Look at what I did. Can you see my essay now?
Yes, I can.
He further added that.
Okay.
Who further added? Deacon Brad Watkins further added
Okay.
that at its core. You see, I'm going back to the paragraph now.
Yes.
After he further added, I went back to this place. Say, at its core, and I take everything here
Yes.
and put it here till this point. Everything here is from Deacon Brad Watkins. Full stop. Now, after I've said this, in the ICE method of referencing, introduce. After introduce means who is the person.
Which?
The ICE method of referencing. Have you read that material on ICE method of referencing? Do you hear me? Have you read the material on ICE method of referencing?
Okay, yes.
First of all, I will introduce the person that said this. The introduction is from year to year is the introduction of the person. I will now cite what the person said. This is the citing. Can you see what I highlighted?
Okay. No, that's it.
Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see it. But last thing I highlighted is that we code.
And from here to here, this is the citing.
Okay.
This is the citing.
Oh, yeah. I can see it
This
now.
is the citing. Then, after I have cited, the next one is E, which is explanation.
Okay.
The explanation is now my own word, not citing anybody again.
Okay.
From what I have cited, what is now my opinion? Look at what I said. As a matter of fact, the journey towards a purposeful goal is rarely, if ever, free from obstacle and setback. Remember, we are talking about perseverance.
Yes, I remember.
But having a clear purpose, look at something. Look at something here. Having a clear purpose of your goal.
Okay.
This word highlighted. Huh?
You say?
Do you see what I highlighted?
Yes, I saw it.
Having a clear purpose of your goal. Why am I putting this? Because I am concluding this paragraph. If I must conclude this paragraph, I must make mention to what I started the paragraph with.
Okay.
This is what I started the paragraph with, right? Do you see what I started the paragraph with?
Yes.
Now look at how I'm going to conclude with what I started the paragraph with. Having a clear purpose of your goal provides the fuel to have more perseverance as you encounter these obstacles and setbacks. Do you see how this paragraph was developed?
Yes.
Any question?
No, for now.
Okay. So make sure you learn how to reference appropriately. Now I have finished this paragraph. I'm going to the second paragraph. The second paragraph I must to go back to my thesis statement before I go to the next paragraph. What does my thesis statement said? Remembering the purpose behind your goal. I have developed this in one paragraph. Do you understand?
Yes.
Now I'm going to go to the next paragraph. Able to deal with disappointments. So being able to deal with disappointment is going to be my next paragraph.
Okay.
Look at how it's reflected in my next paragraph. Secondly, I'm using secondly because I use first and foremost in the first paragraph.
Oh, yeah.
You understand that?
Yes, I do.
So I'm not saying secondly. My first sentence, which is the topic statement of the second paragraph, will say, being able to deal with disappointment. Are you seeing how this is reflecting my thesis statement?
Yes.
Being able to deal with disappointment is a vital quality needed to have more perseverance. Remember, have more perseverance is the topic.
Okay, this is the thesis statement.
No, this is the second point in the thesis statement. Look at the thesis statement.
All
Have you
right.
seen the thesis statement?
Yes.
This thesis statement have 2 points here, 2 things. Remember, we are talking about 2 things to have more perseverance. Can we move ahead?
Yeah. Yes.
The first one is remember the purpose behind your goal. Is that clear?
Yes.
And the second one is being able to deal with any disappointment. So being able to deal with disappointment is the second point. Now, because we have developed this in the first paragraph, we are going to develop this in the second paragraph. Able to deal with a disappointment. So look at the way I'm using it in my second paragraph. Secondly, being able, for you to start a new paragraph, you must go back to your thesis statement and look at the second point. Is that okay?
Yes.
If we were writing about 3 things, we'll have 3 things in the thesis statement. But since we're writing about 2, we have 2 in the thesis statement. Being able to deal with disappointment. You see where this one came from?
Yes.
Being able to deal with disappointment is a vital point needed in order to have more perseverance. Full stop.
Right.
After you have made, this is a statement made by me. I am not an expert, so I cannot continue. I have to go and look for expert opinion on how to deal with disappointment.
Again.
Do you understand?
Yes.
I have to deal with a topic. I have to deal with disappointment. I need to look for an expert opinion. Deal with disappointment. So I'm going to go back online and check. The key word I have there is deal with disappointment. Is that true?
Yeah. Yes, that's it.
So I'll go back here and say deal with disappointment. Deal with disappointment. I have this, dealing with disappointment. You understand?
Yes.
Deal with disappointment. In all, there are different, it means I have to do a lot of reading. You can't just, in an informative essay, you can't just write. You must go and research to see expert opinion. This was what I use. Harvard Business Review. Anybody, any grade that I hear, Harvard Business Review. we know this is an expert authority. Is that true?
Yeah. Yes.
Of course, you know, Harvard Business School is one of the most prestigious schools in the world.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I open to dealing with disappointment by Harvard Business Review. So there's no point asking, once immediately you hear Harvard Business Review, look at my own first word. Look at. In January 2018, an article published on Harvard Business Review, hbro.org. Of course, that is an expert opinion. Nobody will argue that.
Yeah.
Dealing with disappointment by Manfred F.R.O. Kess DeVries. Look at the way it appear on my article.
Yeah.
Dealing with disappointment by this.
Okay.
Now, who exactly is this person? I must find out. A professor of leadership and developmental change. How did I know? How did I know? I have to look for the person. This is the name. Let me look at it. I'll just start checking whether I will see any information about him. If he actually, yes, I'm using, okay, look at it here.
Okay.
Clinical professor of leadership, development, and organizational change as INSEAD. So this is an expert in this topic. A professor for that matter. So yeah, the fact that it's coming from Harvard Business Review is not enough for me to say it's an expert. But I have to check if the person that made this statement is actually an expert. That is why I put here a professor of leadership and developmental change. Stated that when pursuing your set goals, look at something. This is my own statement. So you must be able to play with words a little when referencing. You understand?
Yes.
Now, what did he say? I have to read this whole article. I have to read this article to see what he said. But luckily enough for me, the summary of this article gave me what I wanted. Disappointment is inevitable. How we cope with them is often a defining moment in our life. We must respond. Look at the way I put it in my own essay. When he stated that disappointment are inevitable and how we cope with them is often a defining moment in our lives. Full stop.
Yeah.
He further explained, this is my own word, he further explained, because I want it to join together. This is an article. I want this statement to be joined to the other one. He further explained. What did he explain? How we respond.
Yeah.
How we respond to disappointment is often influenced. Look at the way it appears in my article. How we respond. After I said he further explained, I'll put a quote. How we respond to disappointment is often influenced. All to this point, this is his own opinion. Everything I highlighted is the opinion of it's an informative essay, so I don't have my own opinion. It will not hold water because I'm not an expert in the field. So everything here, until dwelling in the past, is what we have here, dwelling in the past. So from here to here, what I highlighted here is the opinion of this professor. So, and I put it in my essay. Now, I have properly referenced him because I said he was the one that stated that when pursuing your goal, he's the one that said it. Now, this is my own, from what I have read from this is now my own thing. This is my own word now. Because I see referencing means introduce, which I have introduced here.
Yes.
Right? Which I have read. Now, cite. Cite means what did he say? Which
Yes.
I've highlighted here. This is what he said. Then explain. Explain what you understand by what he have just said. This is what I understood. Your ability to deal with disappointment.
Okay.
Such as learning, your ability to deal with disappointment, such learning from then and moving forward with a growth mindset. This is my own opinion. Is a very important step towards having more perseverance. Remember, we're talking about perseverance. So I must always bring it into the picture. Is that okay?
Yeah.
I have finished the 2 paragraphs. It means I am done with this thesis statement. The 2 points are 2 things you can do to have more perseverance has been dealt with in the thesis and have been dealt with in the 2 paragraphs. Is that okay?
Yes.
After dealing with thesis, I have to conclude this essay. Very short. Look at my conclusion. And if I must conclude, I must remember what I wrote in the thesis statement. What that in thesis statement? To have more perseverance, you must always remember the purpose behind your goal and be able to deal with any disappointment that might arise in your quest for achieving the goal. Look at my conclusion. Undoubtedly, achieving your set goal requires some level of perseverance. Remember, we're talking about perseverance.
Yeah.
And the strength to overcome all these obstacles lies in remembering the goal behind, the purpose behind your goal. See where it's coming again?
Yes. That's freezing it.
Lies in remembering the purpose. You see where I'm using the purpose? And your ability to deal with disappointment. Are you seeing it again?
Yeah.
To avoid being consumed by the obstacles. I did not repeat thesis statement, if you remember. Rather, I developed it to conclusion.